So a personal interview, as the very name suggests, will ask you on your personal types of questions. What are the personal areas? Point number one, make a note of this. All the who am I questions. Why, who are you? Tell me about yourself, strengths, weaknesses, interests, hobbies, why MBA, all those things. Why MBA? What are your strengths, weaknesses? Entire thing. The second thing is, of course, actually, this will be personal questions. The second one is your career questions. Why have you done what you have done till now? And what do you want to do in future, like an MBA? Why an MBA? The third thing that will be asked is the subject that you have studied in your undergraduation. You have to be good in that. There is no doubt about it. But now you can't study all the subjects. Can you pick up 3 or 4 areas, 3 or 4 subjects to prepare? The fourth one is your work experience, if you have work experience. They will ask you, and in the course of this discussion, I've already talked about that. Fifth is current affairs. And any anomaly in your career till now, like you have a gap, why there is a gap? You failed, why did you fail? There is a drop in your marks, why is there a drop, etc. Then there could be questions on co-curricular and curricular activities also, because if you are saying you have done certain things or positions of responsibility you have, and you are saying that you have a POR, they are going to spend time on asking you, what is it that you need to look at it? They're going to ask you, how do you look at them, and what are the things that you're really, really done? So they can go into the depth of those things. So this is the whole point of a preparation for the personal interview. Now, please notice this, that when you solve an exam, when you solve for an exam or a CAT 2021 paper itself, if you solve it sitting at home right now, Anushka, my bet is you will always get a more score than when you write in the actual exam. So the preparation that is required will include mock PIs, mock GDs, if wherever GDs are there. And even the mock is not perfect, but it will be closest to the reality. But if you don't do that, you don't know what are your strengths and weaknesses are, or what should you emphasize on, what should not you emphasize on, or the third one is whether your story is clicking, if your story is really good or the story is falling flat. And hence a coaching may help. I'm not saying will help, may help. Anushka, I hope I have answered that question in detail for you. I want you to start picking up the newspaper, whichever it's Times of India or a Hindu or Indian Express, doesn't matter. Start working on that and pick up the most important current topics, the international topics and national topics, and the first international and national topics. Within international, national, there will be politics, there will be business, there will be sports, there will be climate change. Climate change is becoming big, and terrorism. COVID will continue to exist as an important point. So these are the areas we need to really, really prepare for. And in addition to that, I would really, really recommend, Akash, is write down those essays for yourself for WAT, recheck them. You'll figure out how many mistakes you have made, then become better. Every day you write one article for about 20 minutes. I think you'll be doing a fantastic job. So Preeti Sundar Sahu is asking a very interesting question, which is a normal question a lot of people have. Sir, how to talk about a gap if I prepared only for government exams in this gap? First and foremost, Preeti, you don't inform that you have prepared for government exams. But if you want to answer that question, the way I would put it across is saying that, sir, I come from a very conservative family. My parents have kind of asked me and forced me to prepare for these government exams. When I was exploring my choices, exploring my career choices, I also believed that an MBA would be the right thing for me. The good thing about it is that the government exam entrances and the MBA entrances are exactly the same in terms of the questions or the types of questions asked, because it's the same aptitude exam. I went ahead, and while I was saying to my parents that I prepared for my government exams, which I did, of course, I also prepared for MBA, and that is why I'm in front of you. Okay, why MBA is a very easy question. First and foremost, you need to figure out why you want to do what you want to do. When somebody asks you a why MBA question, they are looking at two things. One is the background that you have and the future that you want. So the why MBA answer is a connection between these two. So look at all the activities that you have done, responsibilities that you've taken, PORs or internships, projects that you've done, and what you got really influenced with. And then look at what is your full-time goal, how an MBA will, or a long-term goal, and how will an MBA will connect these two. That is what your answer should be for an MBA. Oh, wonderful, Priyanka. Congratulations on that. It's so nice. So nice. Mohit, I just answered why MBA. SJ, you can't link it, but you need to showcase what is the reason why you want to do finance. It can't be a random reason that paisa zyada milega. That's all I can say.